And seeing no other announcements, we had our first church chat last week as we began talking about stewardship and giving in response to the ways we've been blessed by God. And Phil Wasmuth, who happens to already be up front at a microphone, is on for our second church chat.
Before I do that, there is one announcement I'd like to make, and that is after the service, we will have a barbecue organized by Linda Siracusa in honor of three things: Bill's birthday, his first year here, and his 50th wedding anniversary. 25th! That will forever be a classic. His 25th wedding anniversary. Congratulations, Bill. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Last week, Beth, as a member of the steering committee, and by the way, those steering committee members are, in addition to Beth, Susie Walker, Christy Parker, Jane Milligan, Don Holm, Bill, and I. And if you have questions about anything about the stewardship, you can talk to any of those members. But last week, Beth, as our treasurer, gave a report as a steering committee member about the updates for the sanctuary. And Beth has told me before the church service today, and this is wonderful news, that we, so far in our pre-drive, have raised over $107,000. You know, our church is so generous. Oh. All right. There's been a committee around for a while that's been studying ways to make our church more energy efficient. And that committee has been headed by Doug Smithwood, and other members of that committee are Lee White, Don Holm, Dan Lake, Susan Fuller, Andy Milligan, and Bill. And if you have any questions over what I'm talking about today on energy efficiency, please ask any of those members, and they can go into more depth. Basically, we have two prongs for energy efficiency. One we're going to do immediately, and that is to conserve our energy, and we're doing that through several things. We're going to have an energy audit done, which will point us in the direction for energy efficiency. Susan Fuller has surveyed the church as far as heat energy and lighting, and found that there are 9 zones. And just by turning the heat down when an area is not being used, and by putting in motion detectors for lights, we can save about 20%, along with the other things, on our energy conservation, and that would be huge. Of course, the other major thing is will be the installation of the solar panels. Those will reduce our energy costs about 80 to 85%. So it's a win-win for our church, and we save big dollars each year and also reduce our carbon footprint. Now, as I close this, I'd like you to think, along with me, that it's the year 2100, 85 years from now. The vestry is meeting, and they're going over what to do with the carpet that was installed in 2015. They've come out with duct tape that matches it exactly, but it needs to be replaced. The organ is still sounding good, and someone says, thank goodness that in 2015, the members of the All Saints Church had the vision to put in solar panels, which has not only lowered our carbon footprint significantly over those years, but has saved us a lot of money. Thank you very much.